3rd Punjab in the 1971 war. The battalion was part of 106th Brigade of 11 Division. The battalion was to capture the far bank of Hossainiwala headworks south of the Balpur Canal using 3 companies, while the 4th company of the battalion was tasked to attack the weakly held part of Hossainiwala Bulge held by parts of 25 BSF battalion. As you can see here, this is the attack plan. 3rd Punjab is on the far right. As you can see, and they are supposed to go the shortest distance and capture the Pakistani side of the Hossainiwala bridge. As you can see, the battalion was richly rewarded 1 Hilal-e-Jurrat, 7 Sitara-Jurrats, 6 Tamgha-Jurrats. It suffered 41 fatal casualties. The battalion performed outstandingly in a situation where the odds heavily favored the attackers. In terms of Pakistani numerical superiority, the battle was much exaggerated and overrated by Pakistani military historians as equal to a Waterloo or Panipat. This was a totally false claim. Note that 15 Punjab opposing 4 Pakistani battalions lost 55 killed, including 2 officers, whereas the 4 Pakistani battalions lost at least 128 killed, although they were enjoying overwhelming superiority of 4-1 in infantry and 6-1 in tanks. Now I asked various officers about the very lavish number of gallantry awards. 3rd Punjab was awarded 7 Sitara-Jurrats. Of course, Hilal-e-Jurrat was awarded because it lost its CO. But why it lost its CO? Because the attack was faltering and the CO had to personally go forward and expose himself, risk his life so that the attacking companies are not repulsed. This is from the various direct participants of the attack from this battalion, as well as Colonel Habib of 41 Baluch, who I interviewed. Now regarding the gallantry awards, 7 Sitara-Jurrats, I was a bit surprised because the Baluch battalion, which suffered the highest casualties in the Western Front, the 43 Baluch, was not even granted a Imtiazi Sanat. One reason why the battalion was favored in gallantry awards, of course, was that this was an old battalion and the GOC Majid Malik was from an old battalion and naturally had a soft corner for old battalions. On the other hand, 4 Punjab in 23 Division, which performed one of the toughest tasks in the 71 war, was less richly awarded. So there are discrepancies in these gallantry awards and hard to reconcile, but this is just a short analysis. By all means, the battalion performed outstandingly, lost their commanding officer, but we must note that many units lost their commanding officers and were not awarded Hilal-e-Jurrat, like 17FF lost their commanding officer. He was not awarded Hilal-e-Jurrat. Colonel Mazhar Qayyum was killed in ambush in East Pakistan, 33 Punjab. He was not awarded Hilal-e-Jurrat. AK Regiment CO killed in East Pakistan was not awarded Hilal-e-Jurrat. AK Regiment CO killed in Poonch was not awarded Hilal-e-Jurrat. So grant of gallantry awards is questionable. This is just a historical discussion, and by no means our intention is not to belittle or to downplay the gallantry awards won by any unit, but this is just a discussion. Another point to be noted is that 4 Corps of Pakistan Army did hardly any fighting. So naturally, the 4 Corps was more keen to award gallantry awards because 4 Corps and of course 2 Corps were the two formations of Pakistan Army which hardly did any serious fighting. And it was a phony war as far as 4 Corps and 2 Corps was concerned. More on the other unit 4 Punjab in our next podcast.